Well. Welcome to the EC1 uh live stream. And before we get to this, shout out to LB for the Hurt Season hat. Got my Hurt Season. And today, I figured to come and talk some Eagles football because ever since this quarterback won the Super Bowl, there's been a lot of negative Nancy's around here making excuses, saying shit like, well, if Jalen Hurts wouldn't if Josh Allen went to the Eagles, he would just win just as well. If Joe Burrow wins with the Eagles, because he don't have an offensive line. The Eagles got one of the best offensive lines. It's not Jalen Hurts. It's not the fact that he can throw the ball. I believe any quarterback can win with this offense. It's not just Jalen. Jalen's overrated. He's a bum. He's the you sound like a fucking hater. That's what you sound like. Or the people who sit there and say something like this. Well, Jalen played all right. Jalen played all right, but I believe that the MVP should have went to Sweat over Jalen. Well, any quarterback can play in the Eagles system. Let's be real. They've got the best offensive line in football. No. Jalen Hurts' decision making is why we're winning. And a lot of quarterbacks don't have decision making. Lamar Jackson doesn't have great decision making. Josh Allen don't have great decision making as well. You've seen it in the playoffs. It's not about the big arm quarterback. See, a lot of people get it misconfused or misrepresented. They over there talking about, well, big arm quarterbacks win championships. Well, if that's the case, why didn't they do something in the playoffs? Because the only one who did that was Jalen Hurts, and he's won a Super Bowl, and he didn't have the biggest arm. Like everybody say, I'm getting tired of, well, he didn't show me until the last two games. Did you not watch the Bengals? Did you not watch the Jacksonville Jaguars game where he threw a great ball to Saquon Barkley and Devontae Smith? Oh, how about this one? Last year, the year before that, when our clap season happened, where he was throwing dimes left and right. Oh, that's right. He threw interceptions as well. But you remember, you wanted the big arm quarterback, right? So you saw what Jalen Hurts was capable of doing. Or the idiots saying that Saquon Barkley, here we go with the idiots. Well, the only reason why Jalen Hurts got to the Super Bowl was because of Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley's really the MVP. Jalen Hurts didn't do shit. Not a really good thrower. Like I said, any quarterback, you put Josh Allen in the offense. Hell, Justin Herbert, who's never won a playoff game, you put him in the Eagles offense, and he would just do it just as good. Justin Herbert's never won a playoff game in his lifetime. Saying stupid shit like that is why some people should not be on Twitter, especially this dude. We're gonna do Twitter dummies today. Because there's a lot of dumb people. And you know what? They need to be called out for the stupidity. I'm getting tired of the Hurts hate. Well, let's go down to the Twitter because I'm sure there's some dumb people who wrote Twitter stupid comments today. And I've wanted to bring it up. So yeah, we do this. We're gonna do this every live stream. We're just gonna go through the dumb shit. There's a lot of them. Let's go to this one. Twitter dumbass. Twitter dumbass. Saying shit that don't make sense, but you think that you're smart. So drink more water. I get more sleep at huge heart. / Michael said Jalen Hurts is a win in a Super Bowl before Josh Allen, Tua, and Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, all of who are superior quarterbacks. Just kind of shows you how some Super Bowls are truly meaningless. Dumbass! Learn football! If they were superior, why didn't they win championships? What's the excuse for them not getting there? People who say shit like that, they're mad because either their quarterback didn't get there, they're a fan of Justin Herbert, or they just don't like Jalen Hurts. All I gotta say is this one. Nobody cares how you fucking feel. Nobody gives a shit how you want it. The bottom line is Jalen Hurts is still your Super Bowl MVP. Let me put it right here. Jalen Hurts is still your Super Bowl MVP, whether you like it or fucking not. Too fucking bad. So what you can do about it is you can ball up your little feelings like you do in therapy. Shove that shit up your ass. Shove that shit in the trash can. I don't care what you do with it. But Jalen Hurts is still your Super Bowl MVP. It don't matter how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And you could come in the comments and talk about shit like, well, the only reason why Jalen Hurts wanted it is because, he has a great offensive line and great receivers around him, the best running back in football. And, dog, you put Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen, they would just win it just as well. No, they wouldn't be because it's all about decision making, and none of them have great decision making. Justin Herbert is an interception machine, threw 4 interceptions in the playoff game. That's not something I would want in the quarterback. The thing that I love about Jalen Hurts is he doesn't turn over the ball. What you saw was a guy that took what the defense gave him and used it to his strength. And then when people tell me that he can't read the defense, well, it's interesting because you had to win a defense to win. You had to win. Or the way to win the Super Bowl, you had to read the defense. They say he can't read the defense. Wrong. They say he can't throw the ball. Wrong. They say he's not better than Justin. Well, he beat Justin. He beat Josh Allen. He beat Lamar Jackson. He's beat Joe Burrow. Well, Joe Burrow don't have the great defense. Well, the Eagles in 2023 had one of the worst ranked defense, 32 ranked defense, with Sean aside Matt Patricia. So excuse me for not giving a fuck about what Joe Burrow don't have because my quarterback one was 10-1. And no one talked about him being MVP, but they want to talk about Joe Burrow being MVP? Why? Why? If my quarterback couldn't get an MVP, and he was an MVP conversation. Let me give you a glimpse of what Jalen Hurts is doing because, we got to give stats to dummies because clearly they don't know football. They run around here talking about Jalen Hurts can't throw. Lie. Again, just because you lie and say shit that's not true doesn't make you smart and doesn't make you know better than the other fool that says shit that's not true. All right? You can lie all you want. The truth is, that's another one. Jalen Hurts was 525 passing yards, 142 rushing yards, and 73.3 completions, and had 7 total touchdowns. Jalen Hurts' career Super Bowl stats in 2 games. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, I'm far from done. Did you think I was going to come home here? Twitter dummies in the comments. Oh, boo-hoo, Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. Let's see him do it again. Justin Herbert's still better than him. I'd take Lamar over him. Shut up. Shut up. You sound like I hate it. Anytime you bring up Justin Herbert better than Jalen Hurts, I don't even talk football with you. I just don't talk football with you. I'm just going to walk away and pretend you don't exist. Because really, to be honest, at this point, the people who say that, all you got to do is show them a picture of this. All you got to do is show them a picture somehow. Oh, yeah, of this Lombardi Trophy in Jalen Hurts' hand. And there's nothing, and I mean nothing, they could say. But, as we go in Jalen Hurts' 4 seasons as a starter, right? Because they say this man, all he does is he's a mediocre quarterback, this and that. I don't think so because 45-17 is his record. More wins than Elway and Montana. Pretty good, right? Because we call Joe Montana the GOAT. We call John Elway one of the greatest quarterbacks ever existed, right? So the fact that he's 45-17 record and more wins than them, that's pretty good. That's superior to me, right? Because if we talk wins, he's up top right there. But the haters in the comments are, John Elway, this and that. No. You wanted stats, and I gave you stats. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up and sit down and be quiet. Because now I'm going to give you stats that you don't like. Because now I'm going to split your narrative and I'm going to make it shred into pieces. Because the narrative is stupid. You hate this quarterback because simply you don't like him, or he don't represent what you want in a quarterback, or you either don't like him because you wanted a white quarterback. I don't give a shit really what you want. And any Eagle fan who still have doubts about Jalen Hurts, just don't root for this team ever again. You're disgraceful. You're a phony ass Eagle fan, and I don't want to have a conversation with you And I'll be honest, that's why I didn't go to the parade, really, be honest, because most of them are, let's be real, we're hating on Jalen Hurts. You know, and the truth is, just because you wear green and you represent the birds, don't mean you're an Eagle fan. What makes you an Eagles fan is the fact that you should see that Jalen Hurts is your guy and say, you know what? Yes, I had issues before. And trust me, I had issues before when he was in the first year as a starter, and even the first year as a real starter, there was issues with me with Jalen Hurts, right? Could he be a quarterback? And as you learn more and more into his second season, you start to see him grow, take his team to a Super Bowl. Everybody clown him. Can he win the big game? And now it's, well, can he throw the ball? Well, he threw the ball in 2022. And in 2023, who I think had his best season, I think he had a better season in 2022, okay, where he was throwing the ball nonstop, winning games when he needed a big drive. The Josh Allen game versus Jalen Hurts. Everybody said this guy was going to lose to Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts said, not today. And goes out there and not only wins the game, he wins in the biggest moments when you needed him to win. His defense wasn't there to stop nobody. I watched that defense get absolutely ran down by the Bills. The Bills were able to score points. Our defense was ranked 32. So when I hear people talk about Joe Burrow has no defense, number one, they didn't have defense last year. Y'all didn't give a fuck about what he didn't have. So why should I care about Joe Burrow and what he don't have? I don't care. Right? Because you call him superior, right? So why did he do what Jalen Hurts did and at least take him to a 10-1 record? Oh, that's right. He did it because Jalen Hurts is a winner. And Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. I'm not saying he isn't. But when you put your quarterback above my quarterback, man, make sure you know he's a Super Bowl MVP before you do that. Or make sure he's been in the Super Bowl. Don't sit there and say Justin Herbert. Herbert's a bum. Herbert is 4 interceptions away from probably being the worst first round pick being drafted. That's how bad he is. Justin Herbert's a bum. Let's call it what it is. If Jalen Hurts threw 4 interceptions the way Justin Herbert threw, if Jalen Hurts played the way he played with like Lamar Jackson played, people would be booing him, saying he should go. Eagle fans will be laughing at us, the fake ones, the one who hate Jalen Hurts. They'll be, Jalen Hurts sucks. Jalen Hurts is mediocre. Jalen Hurts this. Now shut up. Because now he didn't do that, and he wins the Super Bowl. Not only wins Super Bowl, whether you hate it or not, Super Bowl MVP. If it was Josh Allen who won Super Bowl MVP, do you think people would be saying things like he only has a good because they rounded it off? No, they'd be praising the shit out of him. If Joe Burrow did the same thing with all the offense, remember, he's Jamar Chase and all that shit, they'd be praising him. But it's Jalen Hurts they have an issue with. The hate is real, man. One Super Bowl more than Elway, Marino, and Peyton. One Super Bowl MVP, by the way. One All-Pro. That's more than Burrow, Brady, and Breeze. 2 Pro Bowls. Same as Lamar, Allen, Rodgers, Joe Burrow. You mean the superior quarterbacks like the idiots said on Twitter, again, for all the Twitter idiots who make it. Twitter idiots brought to you by, I don't know, football. Drink more water and get more sleep. Whatever fuck your name is. Saying shit like, I made a decision. I officially cleared from my spot in the 2025 Dolphins Buffalo games. Blah, blah, blah. What did else he say? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the tweet. Because it's pretty much not important. But the idiot pretty much said again, if you want to read it, here we go. Jalen Hurts winning the Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. That makes the Super Bowl lousy because I'm salty and I'm a butthurt Jalen Hurts hater, and I don't understand the life of me how this Alabama quarterback who got benched, even though, sorry for that, because, I got to explain to the idiots. So, again, the tweet is Jalen Hurts winning this Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Tua and Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, all who are superior. All right. Well, if they're superior, then why didn't they win Super Bowls and be in Super Bowl MVP? Oh, that's right, because they're not superior. And that's the truth is you say shit that don't make sense. So let's give a round clown emoji or Put in the clown emoji for this ludicrous. I'll say not ludicrous. More like a fucking dumbass, because that's what he is. Because pretty much that's what he is. He's a fucking moron who clearly is no different than any other fucking jabroni opening his mouth.
Enough from the clown.
Trevor Lawrence, who are superior quarterbacks. When has Trevor Lawrence ever been superior quarterback? Last time I checked, Trevor Lawrence is fighting for a job right next to Mac Jones. Tua has never been a superior quarterback. So the fact that he said Tua who? Mean the Tua, the dude who can't win a playoff game? He's another one who can't win a playoff game. You got two quarterbacks who's supposed to be better than Jalen Hurts, yet they can't win playoff games. Again, Twitter dumbass. You won the Twitter Dumbass Award for being the dumbest fan on Twitter. Delete your fucking Twitter account and go read Dummy's Guide How to Learn Football. And what is superior quarterback? The definition. I'm getting tired of idiots. I really am. I sat back at work and I'm hearing all these people talk about this and that. And, it just gets annoying. If you have a problem, oh, by the way, you thought I was done? Did you think I was done? Hell no, I ain't done. Hold on. Oh, whoops. I'm in the background. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Put it to the side. Read and weep, bitch. Read and weep. Yeah, look at that. By the way, you got to go get this cover. If you don't know it, it's selling like crazy, especially at my store. Man, I'm trying to get the other ones. It's like 3 magazines. I've been spending my money on Birch. I ain't gonna lie. But, my quarterback is on a Super Bowl cover. Where's Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow at? Oh, right. That's right. They're not even in there. So how are they superior? Why would you even talk about Trevor Lawrence? Last time I checked, my quarterback has something your quarterback don't have. What? You say Josh Allen's better? But no. He don't have one of these in his hand. The only way he has one of these in his hand is fucking Madden. Or you make up a freaking a made up picture and you pretend he has one in his hands. I mean, it's the truth, man. So that's just how I feel, man. And anytime someone says something stupid, I'm gonna call them out because I frankly just had a fucking enough. If you want to make a Twitter stupid post, then don't be surprised if you end up on what is it again? Twitter dumbass. Your award is you are the stupidest Twitter troll on the net. Brought to you by EC1. It's clowning these trolls. But yeah, I just, at the point is I just don't understand how people can get on Twitter and say shit like Tua and whoa, Jalen Hurts made it before them. Yeah, because he's a fucking good quarterback. I know it hurts your pride and I know it hurts your ego because you're still stuck on the fact that he got benched in Alabama. You're not willing to let shit go. Or you just want to be this white old grumpy dude from the 63 years old who claim that you're a diehard Eagles fan. And you're over there saying shit like, well, Jalen Hurts is not an elite quarterback. And, honestly, I'd rather have Josh Allen. Well, nobody gives a fuck what you want, old head. We don't care what you want. Honestly, I don't care if you were a real Eagle fan. I'm embarrassed to have you as my Eagle fans, honestly. Because should be no hate for this quarterback. Going forward, you should be respecting Jalen Hurts. And by the way, shout to Sports Talk with Bros, man. I was listening to him on, he posted on his channel, obviously. I'm not really, I watch him here and there, but, he's been becoming more intended. Where he did on WIP, Jalen Hurts Appreciation Day. And I respect that. And then, his co-host, who he should definitely check, he over there saying this shit like, he wasn't good in the snow. Well, that's because it was a fucking blizzard. What did you want him to do? Throw the ball in the snow and end up losing the game? See, this is the shit that I don't understand. If it's a blizzard, you run the ball, right? But when you have, when you're on Moronville, where we say dumb shit that don't make sense, and we say shit that sounds intelligent in our head, but we should keep that in our head. Instead, we want to lay it out in front of the world for us to hear how stupid and incompetent and really, to be honest, unintelligent that we are. Yeah. So, I mean, people who say shit like, well, Jalen Hurts should throw the ball in the snow, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, go outside with your fat ass or your skinny ass or your nerdy goofy ass and throw the football in the snow, and you tell me how that works. Matter of fact, go outside right now and throw a football and see how hard it is when it's fucking hard as a rock. Because if you expect the quarterback to do that and you can't do that, shut up and sit down. Okay? At the end of the day, what I do know is Jalen Hurts is a winner. Jalen Hurts has done everything that people say he couldn't do. They say he couldn't read the blitz. We get to Saquon Barkley already. You know, we do have all these clowns, man. And then you got guys like Nick Ron who comes out here and says shit. You know, Nick Ron needs to just retire at this point. There's nothing he says that's true. I don't know why people listen to this bucko. This guy over there just be talking out his ass, don't even know what the hell he's saying most times. Saying shit like Hurts isn't in superior level. Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback to remain in the playoffs. Yeah, but now he's over there eating crow. Remember what these guys said. They swerved down Jaden Daniels was better than him. You got this dude, Pete, from CBS. Oh, let me find that tweet real quick. This dude, Pete. Let me find him real quick. Because we got another Twitter dumbass on alert. Okay. But yeah, we got Twitter dumbass. Clearly, this dude, Pete from CBS, which is the dumbest shit I've heard. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's ludicrous and it's sad that we got CBS journalists who say they'd rather take Dak Prescott over fucking Jalen Hurts. Really? You would take a 2-6 fucking bum over a Super Bowl MVP? Yeah, you're a smart dude who should be listening to. That's for sure. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Get the hell out of here, man. Dak Prescott came and won the division round. Okay? Since Dak Prescott's been in the league, the Lions made it to the NFC Championship game. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz was the starting quarterback and drafted as the Eagles quarterback. Since then, we had 3 Super Bowl appearances. Patrick Mahomes has been winning Super Bowls. Tom Brady era ended. I'm sorry, we're still going on. I think the Legion of Boom. No. Was the Legion of Boom still going on at the time? No, I think they were dead at that. But, you know, you still had other teams like the 49ers who made the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. Dak Prescott is 30 years old and can't get past the division round. But, you know, he sit there and said, wow, you know, well, I think the Eagles I think we're close to the Eagles. Check our record. We do check your record. You're 2-6 in the fucking playoffs and you can't win more than pass the division round. Well, what record are you checking? The one in the regular season when you don't do shit, really, to be honest? And you're getting garbage stats in every fucking quarter? Was that, I'm sorry, what am I supposed to look at? Oh, the fact that you beat guys like Minshew and Sutfield and fucking guys like Carson Wentz. Yeah, but you didn't beat Jalen, have you? You beat him one time. And since he's been having players around him, you struggled against him. That's going to take Dak Prescott as beating guys like Minshew. He's beating Jalen Hurts one time? One time? When Jalen Hurts was really a fully starter? In his second year, were you even I'm sorry, did we just sweep the Cowboys? Oh, that's right, you were hurt. So not only are you injury prone, you can't stay healthy, and you know you need to be more of recovering. You know, this doofus want to open his mouth to where we're closer to the Eagles. Yeah, what world, what la la land are you closer to the Eagles? You're more closer to the damn Giants than you are to the fucking Eagles or the Commanders. The Commanders might sweep the Cowboys next year. I'm not gonna make a prediction right now before the draft. And maybe things will change. But right now, I feel good about this prediction. The Cowboys will get swept by the Eagles and the Commanders. And we'll split with the damn Giants next year. Why do I say that? Because I think the Giants will finally get a quarterback. And that quarterback will be better than Dak. That's my prediction. And people can talk all they want. It's crazy how people want to sit there and say dumb shit. It's ludicrous, really, to be honest. It's sad. Oh, that's right. I got my Hurt season hat. You can stay mad. But yeah, as we sit there and we talk about Jalen Hurts, the most winning quarterback at Eagles history, 385 total yards, more than Favre, Montana, Brady. Elway, 131 total TDs. No. These ain't opinions. These are facts. You want opinions? I want facts. You want to fit your narrative? I'll fit my narrative in there. shut up and sit down, be quiet, and listen to the real facts. Because you're over there complaining, talking about he's not good. Well, he's in the top tier quarterbacks. I'm sorry, he's in the conversation with Joe Burrow because it says right there. He's been to two Pro Bowls, same as Lamar, Allen, Rodgers, and Burrow. 131 total TDs. Look at all these things. 94.8 ratings, better than Marino, Brady, Montana. 35 interceptions, less than Mahomes, Allen, Breeze. Is that Breeze? Yes, it is. Breeze and Rodgers. So wait, he's 45-17. He has more wins than Elway, Montana, one Super Bowl, more than Elway, Marino, and Peyton. One All-Pro, more than. So you mean he's elite, right? So he's elite, right? So why do people say he's not elite? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me, to be honest. But, you got idiots in the comments about, well, no. Jalen Hurts has everything around him. No. See, that's where you're wrong. Jalen Hurts in his first year, if you don't remember right, and let me give you a real memory treat because we got to go back to memory lane, where he had the fucking guys like Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward Jr., and fucking the rookie Devontae Smith and took him to the playoffs. He might have not won it, but he still took him there. Ever since Jalen Hurts has been the starter, since taking Carson Wentz's the North Dakota crybaby or sissy, whatever you want to call him, job, he's been winning. And he's been taking this team each and every year to the playoffs. We never, ever had to worry about Jalen Hurts missing the playoffs because this kid made sure we were in the playoffs. Whether we won it or not, he still was in the playoffs. That's all that matters, right? Because if we're going to go by playoff wins, Jalen Hurts is more than Justin Herbert. Jalen Hurts is more than Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts is more than Josh Allen and Lamar. Jalen Hurts is more than freaking who else you want to put? Who else you want to put? Dak Prescott, that's for damn sure. He's not even close to Jalen Hurts level. Okay, any Cowboy fan says stuff like Dak is better than Jalen Hurts, you just need your fucking head examined for MRI immediately. Go to the nearest emergency room and get your head examined. He has more than Jaden Daniels. I mean, Jaden Daniels is a rookie. But, the funny thing is Jaden Daniels has more wins than Dak Prescott does. Or he's tied with him. He will have more wins, though. But it is crazy. And he's outplayed Mahomes. He's beaten Mahomes. He's beaten Burrow. He's beaten Lamar. He's beaten Tua. He's beaten Love. He's beaten Dak. He's beaten Daniels. The list goes on and on. Who else you wanted me to put? He's beaten Rodgers. You want to keep going? We can go down the list. Who else? Who else you want to do? Because we can. He's beaten Carr. You want to keep going? We can. What quarterback are you want to bring up that's better than him? Because the only quarterback he's not beaten, which he will, is Justin Herbert. And that was because he played in his first year as a starter. All right. And I thought he played pretty good, to be honest. He didn't have the best passing, but he was able to make stand plays. Every quarterback other than that, he's beaten. He's beaten. Name me a quarterback who he has not beaten, who's got the better game than he did against him. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because the hate for this man is ridiculous. If he was in another uniform, they wouldn't be hating the way he is. It's the only way they're hating is because he's in Philadelphia. And I love how people say, well, they keep on showing the little posts. Maybe he said, well, Eagle fans have the worst. Eagle fans have the worst fan base in the world. You know what I'm saying? And they show this stupid post about how Eagle fans are the worst fan base. Man, listen, bro. If you got a post saying we're the worst fan base, then you must be triggered. What you need to do is get therapy immediately and counseling and, get that shit under control because, we're there for you. And deep down, we're praying for you. We hope that you recover off the speedy recovery off Eagle fan syndrome. Because, it is a thing. It's called Eagle fan syndrome, where people are mentally traumatized after going to the game, even though they run their mouth and talk crazy, but they expect you to be a nice church boy. And doesn't work in the real world. And they get triggered and they get unhappy and they say we're the worst fans. I look at it as a compliment. If we're the worst fans, then we're doing our fucking job. So, hey, kudos to you. You're putting out the obvious. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Now, continue to cry for me because that's all I want to see. I want to see some tears down your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like, well, the Eagles, when Saquon Barkley had that speech, you got Kansas City Chief fans tweeted down below, well, he didn't do shit. Yeah, but he won the game. He's a Super Bowl champion. Remember? Super Bowl champion. Your quarterback didn't do shit the last 2 years ago. Neither did Juju Smith-Schuster, but you defended him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but, the hate is going to continue no matter what this kid does. And to be honest, I'm going to be the one that's going to sit there, and I'm going to defend him. And I'm going to go hard for my quarterback because, why wouldn't I? Super Bowl MVP. He's better than your quarterback does because what's your quarterback do? Choke. He chokes in big games. It is what it is, though. He said Tua don't even have a playoff game. I agree. Patrick Mahomes' dad is all about to box someone. Patrick Mahomes' dad needs to go sit down, man. Hey, Patrick Mahomes' dad was smoking your son's pack. You remember that's what you were saying? Patrick Mahomes' dad is an old grandpa. He needs to go sit his ass down somewhere in a nursing home and get ready because his mouth is the reason why that ass whooping happened. Did you watch the unscripted? Did you see how Lane Johnson said, remember when you're dismantling this team? Remember the zero shirts when they were trolling with the zero sack shirts and all that shit? When you got leaders, and they're not leaders, they're like generals, telling their soldiers, we're ready to go to war. This wasn't just a speech. This was like, when you are going to battle and you see all these war movies and soldier movies and all that shit, or you see some acting, and it was like watching an actual movie, man. Because the shit was so, I wouldn't say, it just, dude, it was expiring. I was about to shed a tear. CJ Garner-Johnson shedding tears and emotional. That's what you want in your players, man. AJ Brown, they call him, what did they say? Dan Sileo saying he's a diva. He's AJ Owens and all these people that said AJ Brown's a diva. Twitter dumbass, by the way, and people who say stupid shit once again. But AJ Brown's shining out everybody who helped him, even including the receivers that are rookies like Johnny Wilson, who still needs to learn how to catch the ball because he drops balls like Jordan Matthews. All these guys, AJ Brown's a diva, but AJ Brown was the most unselfish player because if he was a diva, do you think he care about a Super Bowl? Do you think he care about his stats if he's over there congratulating other guys, helping him when he was down? He said that Johnny Wilson and Nice and all these guys, hey, I appreciate you for everything you did. They don't sound like a diva to me because that sounds like a guy that understands that other guys were tributing just as well as me. And he was thankful for them to choose him as a captain. People make a big deal out of AJ Brown reading the book on the sidelines when he's been doing it since he got here. Go back and look at the pictures. Every game he's read a book. But it's just the fact that they caught him this time reading a book and they wanted a juicy story because, you got narratives, especially, you got reporters who are like Mr. Krabs. You ever seen that SpongeBob episode when Mr. Krabs was telling SpongeBob to get a juicy story and make it juicy, spread some little lies. That's what it's like when they're reporting Eagle stuff. They're trying to destroy this team and spread lies, even though it's not truthful. And, all they care about is making money. Making money. And to be honest, at the end of the day, making money. And to be honest, at the end of the day, AJ Brown is not a diva. He shouted all his teammates out. And to me, that's a leader. You know what I'm saying? I like how Saquon Barkley came through. These guys are not selfish, man. We got what did Nick Sirianni say? We got unselfish players in the building, man. And this is why you win championships. The ones who are selfish don't win shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't got a Cam Newton at quarterback. Who cares about more MVPs and Super Bowls? Who cares about not falling on the ball when the game's on the line? No, Jalen Hurts falls on that ball, 100%. Or he goes out there and puts a drive together. He said that I felt empty, not leaving something in. Pretty much leaving no Super Bowl in that cabinet. Jalen Hurts is what you want in the quarterback. Yeah, he might not be the biggest arm. Again, I don't care. Who cares about a fucking big arm? Why does that matter? Because it don't matter. What matters is if you have the mindset of winning. Can you win the big games? Check. Are you able to make your team, if they need a drive from you, Are you able to make your team better? Check. Are you able to win in big moments? Josh Allen last year. That was a big moment for Jalen Hurts, right? Everybody said he couldn't beat Josh Allen if he wouldn't shoot a shootout with him. Well, there was a shootout, and he beat him. He beat Lamar Jackson. Everybody wrote him off to say that he can't beat Lamar, and that Ravens team was supposed to be so good. Jalen Hurts outplayed him and beat him. Patrick Mahomes last year outplayed him in the Super Bowl the first time and outplayed him again this time and won the game. He had over 77-yard rushing in both Super Bowls, outplaying himself in the first one. Jalen Hurts has made it 2 Super Bowls. Where's Josh Allen and Lamar at? Why aren't they competing for Super Bowls? How come we only see Pat? That's what the question should be. Not the fact that, well, can Jalen Hurts do it again? No. Why can't Justin Herbert get to a Super Bowl? Why do we see Patrick Mahomes every single year? Maybe you should talk to these quarterbacks if you don't like Jalen Hurts being the guy and you want to put him above my quarterback, but yet they don't have any Super Bowls to show. Only guy who's been to a Super Bowl at the AFC who's beaten Patrick Mahomes is Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert can't beat him. C.J. Stroud can't beat him. Deshaun Watson, well, that's another guy. Deshaun Watson's better than Jalen Hurts, right? Get out of here. No other quarterback other than Jalen Hurts has beaten Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is the only quarterback that beat him in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. And they play one of his worst games as a quarterback. Now, granted, he didn't know offensive line, but again, if you're going to put him in a superior conversation and you want to know the fact that Jalen Hurts, all he does is win, then stop making excuses for these other quarterbacks because you sound like a hater. When I hear guys sitting there saying, I had questions if he could throw the ball or not. Well, why don't you have questions in the first place? You shouldn't have any questions he couldn't throw. He threw the ball in 2023. Did you not watch the games? He threw the ball in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Why would you have questions if he could throw the ball? What you need to do is go back and learn football. Because if you see a guy that showed you he could throw the ball already, why do you have doubts still? That makes no sense to me. That means that you weren't with Jalen Hurts from the beginning. You're still not on there now. And anybody who don't think Jalen Hurts is the guy, I'll just say that I feel bad for you when you need some serious mental help immediately. The guy's a Super Bowl MVP. McNabb never did it. Vic never did it. Carson never did it. Name me your quarterback, and I'll tell you if he won the Super Bowl, because it ain't Josh Allen. It's not Lamar. It's not Burrow. It's sure hell not anybody else. Matthew Stafford, I don't think is a Super Bowl MVP. I think he's just a Super Bowl champion. I think they give it to Aaron Donald instead, right? All right. Just saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, you got guys like Nick Ron, Chris Sims, these guys who don't play football. I heard Dan Silly over there talk about, do you think the Eagles trying to make it like the Eagles facility cares about him throwing the ball? If they cared about him throwing the ball, they wouldn't go out here and get a Saquon Barkley. Like, Dan Sileo is a fucking loser, man. This guy still has a platform, and I don't understand how he gets on here and come out with asinine takes, man. Don't you get tired of being stupid? You get tired of you saying dumb shit. I mean, it got to be tiring to know that you have no brain cells. It got to be tiring to hear your own self, you fat slob, over there just be talking out your ass, hating on a guy when he's just doing what he's supposed to. You love Tom Brady, but you don't like Jalen Hurts, who has a mindset like him. You love guys like Josh Allen, but Josh Allen don't win big games. He chokes in them. But you want to make excuses. You want to make excuses for Tua. You want to make excuses for all these guys. You swear down Brock Purdy was better than my quarterback. And I'm going to take a page out of Bernie Mac from the Bernie Mac show. I want to hear crow, not feed me some bull. You're feeding me some bull. I wanted you to eat crow, not feed me bull. If I wanted you to feed me bull, then I would have listened to these fucking haters every day. You're supposed to eat crow, Dan, not feed me bull, and not act like, oh, yeah, I was on Jalen. No, you weren't. We know who was on Jalen Hurts, and we know who wasn't. And the ones who weren't, you should be eating crow today. You said Jalen Hurts was a running back. Wrong. They swore that my quarterback was Tim Tebow, even though Tim Tebow was never won a Super Bowl. Now they over there talking about just Jalen Hurts is the next, what What's that Baltimore quarterback that won the Super Bowl? I'm sorry, I didn't know that quarterback for Baltimore with the 2000 Ravens won a Super Bowl MVP. Trent Dilfer never won Super Bowl MVP. You idiot. But you got idiots on YouTube comments, and I'm scrolling them down, and I want to hear what they say. And I see this one dude say, Trent Dilfer 2.0. How's he Trent Dilfer 2.0 when he's won Super Bowl MVP? And Trent Dilfer wasn't even a great quarterback. Jalen Hurts is 10 times better. Stop trying to hate that you don't know how to hate on. Stop trying to hate on a quarterback because he beat your quarterback, or he outplayed your quarterback, or you were rooting for the fucking Chiefs, the three-peat. You're mad. And you know what? All I got to say is, nobody cares how you feel. Shut up, loser. Shut up. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody gives a shit how you think, look, say whatever you want. We don't care. You are a meaningless slime ball who has no credibility at all, and you're probably a goofball that jerks off the Josh Allen poster in your bedroom, in your mommy's basement. So at the end of the day, bro, like, go get a job and do something with your life. Because trolling on a quarterback that won the Super Bowl has make more money than you are, it's laughable. It's laughable. You know, they swerve it down they're experts, but yet if you're an expert, why don't you be a head coach? I love how these Pee Wee Herman nerd goofballs like Nick Ron over here talking about Jalen Hurts and not elite. Aren't you the same clown that said that you swerved it down that Saquon Barkley wasn't elite? Interesting. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the ones that say, well, you put any quarterback in the Eagles offense, they would succeed just as well as Jalen Hurts. No, they wouldn't be, because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are not good decision makers. And you saw it in the playoffs. And why are we still giving Lamar Jackson passes? Because last time I checked, he had King Derrick Henry, the second best running back, I think, behind Saquon Barkley, and yet they couldn't do what it's amazing. You know, they over there talk about, well, Jalen Hurts has everything, but doesn't Lamar have everything around him too? Again, accountability is not for everybody. And unfortunately, we got a lot of people who don't take accountability for their team's quarterbacks. They want to blame without any accountability. They want to sit there and want to call Jalen Hurts this and that, but they want to sit there and put these other quarterbacks who never done shit close to Jalen Hurts, who's only 26 years old. Josh Allen never won a Super Bowl, never been in the Super Bowl. Lamar never been in the Super Bowl, never won a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's been to one Super Bowl and never got back. Only guy that I've seen in the Super Bowl so far is Patty Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. I mean, every other quarterback that's been there other than Jalen Hurts can't beat Mahomes, gets outplayed by Mahomes. Only Jalen Hurts has outplayed Mahomes. That's pretty fucking elite if you ask me. That the fact that guys like Brock Purdy had the worst Super Bowl performances, 49 fans trying to run here to Jalen Hurts is not better than Brock Purdy. Really? So why couldn't your quarterback win the Super Bowl? My quarterback has a Super Bowl MVP. Now you can't say shit now. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers are in a real bad situation right now. They're about to trade Purdy, and they're about to trade all the receivers. The receivers don't even want to play with him. You know what I'm saying? If you ask Debo who he'd rather play with, he'll tell you he'd rather play with Jalen Hurts. Why? Because he's a better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why my guy's in the second round, your quarterback's in the fourth round. I'm sorry, in the last pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? It should be no discussions about Jalen Hurts, man. Simply, if you got any negative to say, keep that in your head and shut up. Shut up. Unless it's not Jalen Hurts proved me wrong. If you come in and say, well, he played all right. All right. Again, idiots who say that shit, clearly don't know what they talking about. And, clearly don't know what they talking about. And they need to do something with their life, because trolling someone who's done more than you did, it's laughable. It's laughable. It's sickening. I'll keep on showing this to you idiots until you get it through your head. I thought I had more too, because I wanted to show you the list. Ooh, I should have downloaded. Oh, man. Oh, well, I'll download it some. But no, I'll just read it on top of my list because I got it on my phone. It's not the same, obviously. I wanted to put it up top. But all I gotta do is this. Like Jalen Hurts is all I gotta say is he's Super Bowl MVP. If I show you this, there's nothing you can say because he's in the Super Bowl and he's holding the Barton trophy. You mad and you crying. And to be honest, I would say, I got some tissues right here. If you need some tissues and you're crying, you need some tears. But I don't think the tears would help the salty tears from. I don't think the tissues would be able. Hey, all you Hurts haters, here you go. Hey, I got a pack of tissues for you, man. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on. Here you go. There we go. Here you go. Take them tissues. You see these little tissues? Wipe your tears, man. Wipe your tears. Wipe them salty tears and get ready because the quarterback is coming to dominate. But what I wanted to show you was this. NFL quarterbacks. 49-13 is the record. One Super Bowl in their first four seasons as a starter. One Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady had 3 Super Bowls. Josh Allen has 0. Jalen Hurts has 1. John Elway had 1. By the way, Jalen Hurts is 45-17 is his record. Patrick Mahomes is 49-13. Brady was 48-14. Josh Allen is 47-18. Okay, so Josh Allen has more wins in the regular season. But when you look at Jalen Hurts' numbers, okay, Josh Allen has 48 interceptions. Jalen Hurts has 35. TDs, Josh Allen 158. Jalen Hurts has Josh Allen has more TDs because he's throwing the ball more, obviously. But you look at the yards, 385. Josh Allen has 18,779 yards. Okay, cool. Guess who has the Super Bowl, though? Joe Montana was 40-16, 2 Super Bowls. Lamar Jackson, 39-15, 0 Super Bowls. Brett Favre, 37-24, 0 Super Bowls. Joe Burrow, 36-12, 0 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning's 0 Super Bowls. Drew Brees, so you mean all these elite quarterbacks that they put above my quarterback? Lamar, Josh Allen, great regular season stats, great passing yards, have all these passing yards, yet they can't win one of these babies. They can't win one of these babies. They can't do this like my quarterback can do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely show it. I'm gonna definitely show it for sure. Because all they can do is hate.
I wasn't supposed to be the guy I am today. Nobody expected that, but took advantage of my opportunity.
That's wrong one. Excuse me, my fault. My apologies. Where is it at? Sorry. Wrong one. No, where is it at? Trying to find it. I think, did I delete that out? No. Hopefully I didn't. I thought I had it.
How about our quarterback? How about your quarterback? He's a star.
Oh, no, that's wrong one.
It's going to be 3rd and goal here for Philadelphia.
Wrong one. Did I put a new one up there?
I wasn't supposed to be the guy I am today. Nobody expected that, but
the one. Oh man, I thought I had it, but it is what it is, man. I don't got to show you the Super Bowl. All I got to do is show you a picture of it. You don't need to see the Super Bowl video. I thought I had a Super Bowl video, but it is what it is, man. The bottom line is, there's a lot of people in there. We'll go through it. Jalen's the winner. And today is Jalen Hurts, or I should say Hurts, doesn't it? Because it hurts a lot of people pride. I'm seeing a lot of people crying on Twitter, throwing the biggest hissy fits that you ever see. You would think this man was hurting their feelings the way, fucking their bitch in high school the way they act, man. I mean, it's sad that you got grown men crying. What up, champ? Brandon Tisdale, what's up, dude? How you doing? Daniel Sabrina Sports Highlights. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? It's a Philly Jalen Hurts Super Bowl MVP. Happy birthday, It's a Philly thing. I hope you have a wonderful birthday as always. And enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. How come Purdy couldn't do it? He also had a superstar team. Yeah, Well, and that's another thing. Brody had the exact same talent, but one just one wins better. And Jalen Hurts obviously does not turn over the ball, and he plays in big moments. That's the thing about Jalen Hurts, man. If you go back and you watch him in college, even in Alabama, they like to talk about the benching and all that shit. But when Tua was hurt, who stepped in and won the championship? Jalen Hurts did. Then you go to Oklahoma, right? Now, you do get your ass blown out. You do get beat. You get demolished by Watson. But who got the last laugh? See, it's not about who's the better college quarterback. It's about when you get to the NFL, you can rewrite the wrongs. You can't go back in history and change it, but you can learn from your lessons. And this quarterback has grown. For a guy that no one wanted, Alabama fans were split up. Everybody said Jalen Hurts couldn't be a starter, and he shut everybody up. My man's a Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP. Your quarterback can't even do what my quarterback's doing. And when you got guys who sit there and say shit like, again, Twitter dumbass, Justin Herbert's better than Jalen Hurts. Twitter idiots who say shit like Josh Allen's better than Jalen Hurts. Twitter idiots who say, idiots in general who say shit like, well, Jalen's played okay, but he's not better than Joe Burrow. He's not better than Tua. I'd rather have Jaden Daniels over him. I'd rather have Dak over him. That's stupid and it's idiotic. And you should not even have an opinion at this point. If it was a dictatorship, you would be silent. But, you're allowed to freedom of speech because, the Constitution allows you to have the freedom of speech. But unfortunately, I'm allowed to have a freedom of speech too and call you an idiot and say you don't know football and say that you clearly don't know what you're talking about and get away from me as fast as you can because I'm about to slap you just for having an idiotic take. Because it's one thing to say shit to sound intelligent. It's nothing just to be stupid. You want to be stupid, that's fine. But I don't got to be a part of it. Okay? I already deal with enough people, and trust me, around the world, I deal with a lot of people who are stupid. I don't need someone to come in with a stupid take. Well, clearly you and I have eyeballs, and you want to be blinded, or you want to have tunnel vision, and not see the big picture. You want to see what you want to see, and not what's really happening. And that is Jalen Hurts is a fucking winner. And whether you want to sit there and say, well, he only win because of offense, well, no shit. Any quarterback who's won Super Bowls, whether Joe Montana. I hate when motherfuckers say stuff like, well, Jalen Hurts is everything around him. So does any other quarterback who wins championships. Name me a quarterback that won a Super Bowl that didn't have the best receiving core, because you can't name me one. It's physically impossible. Name me a time where no offensive line was presented in the Super Bowl and they actually won something. We've seen what the offensive line does when there's no offensive line. Look at Joe Burrow. In the Super Bowl, had no offensive line, and they got their ass beat. The Rams won the Super Bowl that year, right? I just want to know. But, continue with the stupid takes. After all, just because you have a voice and an opinion don't mean that people should be listening to you. And people can listen to whatever they want. I keep on saying you can listen to whatever you want. But just understand, a lot of them think they know football because they can get on platforms, but a lot of them just don't know what they talk about. Guys like Dan Sileo. Then you got this other goofball with Dan Sileo, who's at a parade acting like he was. No. Well, hold on. You said that AJ Brown was a diva. You were with Dan Sileo on that. You shouldn't even be at the parade. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. That is some weird fake shit right there. The fact that this dude went into the parade when you were over there talking about AJ Brown was a diva and all that shit. You were agreeing with Dan Sileo the first year. Week 2, we had people sitting there and say Jalen Hurts the guy. Week 2, we had guys, fan bases jumping off ships. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who they are. We had people already writing the season off. Now I said, and I will admit I'm wrong. I was not a fan of Sirianni. I wanted him fired, but he shut me up. And going forward, I have no negative things to say about Nick Sirianni because he's a Super Bowl winning coach. Now, you got to continue that winning legacy. And if he does, end up being a disaster next year, let's say we don't get off score and he calls plays, then, I'm going to criticize him. But am I going to call him for him to be fired? No, because I'm going to always give him a chance. I'm going to give him more chances than he had before because he proved that he can win in the big games. He's a Super Bowl champion coach. So you got to give him the leeway before you throw him under the bus. But When people told me that Jalen Hurts was the problem, and they weren't looking at the coaching, they weren't looking at anything else. They want to blame Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts. Rightfully so, right? When you are paid a quarterback, the way the quarterbacks are paid, you take the full blunt. Whether it's wins or losses, you are the number one guy they point at fingers. But did he run away from it? No. When the passing game wasn't to people's standards, which I think people make a big deal out of it, right? Well, he's not passing at all or what. Well, you don't need to. Let me give you a hint right quick, right? Just because you pass the ball, like Justin Herbert, don't make you a Super Bowl champion. Doesn't make you a winner. What makes you a winner is when you show up in big games. Why was Tom Brady considered the GOAT? I don't like him because he cheated, but he had a mindset of winning because he was able to win in big games. No, he wins a big game because sometimes he cheated, and that's the only reason I don't like him. I don't really like talking about Tom Brady. I don't really like talking about Tom Brady, but even someone like Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, they had talent around him. Tell me Joe Montana has won a Super Bowl without Jerry Rice. Tell me where Joe Montana won a Super Bowl without Dallas Clark. Tell me where Joe Montana didn't have one of the best defense. He had guys like Charles Haley, guys like even Troy Aikman. But yet they're in the Hall of Fame, right? We want to rewrite the history of the quarterbacks because they're not this big passing. And that's the issue with what I have going on with the NFL is everybody wants a big arm quarterback. But the big arm quarterbacks are the ones that don't win big games most times. It's those quarterbacks that get disrespected that are the GOATs. When you look at every quarterback that won championships, that have been dynasties, that have been considered the GOATs, like Joe Montana, you know what I'm saying? When you had guys that were the big quarterback names, other than Joe Montana, what quarterback has won multiple Super Bowls? You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people who didn't like the Patrick Mahomes pick. A lot of people. A lot of fans didn't like it. Tyreek Hill even said he didn't even like the pick, that he thought was ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, no one liked the pick. We can all admit it. We didn't like the pick because it was a quarterback that we already paid. It wasn't the fact that I hated Jalen Hurts. I knew he was a good player. I didn't think he was going to be this guy. But if you told me Jalen Hurts, when we drafted him, was going to be Super Bowl MVP and was going to have the best quarterback season as a starting Eagles quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP and be in 2 Super Bowl appearances and have the best performance in playoff history and has more wins than guys like Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Tom Brady, I would have never believed you. But you know when I knew Jalen Hurts was a winner? I already knew he was a winner. But you know what made me really, really believe in him? The fact that the man took a guy like Miles Sanders, Quez Watkins to the Super Bowl. Or the fact that when he was in the playoffs, he said, you know what, I'm going to work on my craft. I'm going to work on my things I need to work on. I always say this all the time. I don't care what quarterback you are. You show me you're willing to work hard. You're not with the games. You're ready to work. I will ride behind you 24/7 until the wheels fall off. Once Carson Wentz wasn't the starter anymore, and I saw Jalen Hurts' first year, I was sold on him. Go back to my videos. They want to point out the fact that wouldn't you hate on Jalen Hurts? Which year? Because I believe I was the one who said don't get Deshaun Watson. I was the one who said don't get Jimmy Garoppolo. If we trade for a fucking quarterback, I'm going to be pissed because I wanted to see Jalen Hurts with weapons because he didn't have nobody. You know, people forgot Jalen Hurts had no receivers really, but he took them to the playoffs. But now they want to say he has everything around him. Like he walked in the draft as an Eagles quarterback, walked into the room in the facility and already had A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith waiting for him to be his guys. Oh, that's right. There was Patty Mahomes. We had Tyreek Hill literally waiting for him at the door. Travis Kelce waiting for him at the door. Literally had weapons as he walked in. All he had to do was plug and play him, and he's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? When you had guys like Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, and Jalen Hurts had to earn everything. And see, this one makes it more sweeter. That's why it's so special for him to win the Super Bowl MVP. This guy didn't get it because his name was Jalen Hurts. He had to earn it. These guys get jobs. They get drafted. But they don't earn the right to be there. Jalen Hurts earned the right to be where he is. Going to be a second-round pick, no one believes in you. You turn on the TV every day, and you see the hate that the guy got. You know what I'm saying? We were only, 3 games? We won 3 games in 2020 when Carson Wentz was supposed to be a starter, and we weren't doing nothing. And Jalen Hurts came in there and brought life to this team and almost won enough games to potentially get a playoff win. But we've ended up being eliminated. Doug Peterson pulls him out for Nate Suffield in the last game against Washington after Jalen Hurts plays a great first quarter. They fired Doug Peterson. They bring Nick Sirianni. Everybody has questions about Nick Sirianni as the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Is he the guy? We go into first year as Jalen Hurts because we don't know nothing about him. And yes, there's some flaws with Jalen Hurts in his first year that I had an issue with, but I understood that there was nothing around him. Now, my issue with Jalen Hurts in his first year, and I'll admit it, I'm not afraid to shy around. Was I a Jalen Hurts supporter from day one? No, I wasn't. But what made me believe in him was the second year of his season. No, let me give you the real reason. Was when he put the work ethic in, when he was doing the outside work. When you saw videos of him working, when Carson Wentz goofy ass did not want to compete, and this kid was out here recruiting guys like Devontae Smith to go work with him. Hey, let's go work on some drills. Let's go throw football outside. Not deer hunt, throw football outside. When he's out here working hard, I said, I can get behind that. And when there was rumors about Deshaun Watson, and guys like Darren Jeremiah, who I posted a video where he said he would give Eagles should give up 4 first-round picks. Remember all that? And everybody said we should go get Deshaun Watson. Did Jalen Hurts run from that? No. He put his head down and took us to in their second year to a Super Bowl. And almost was Super Bowl MVP. Okay. You got A.J. Brown. Everybody say A.J. Brown. Can Jalen Hurts get him the ball? There was questions. You got receivers, but you don't have a quarterback through the ball. The fans like Cowboy fans, Giant fans, Commander fans, we're making fun of our quarterback saying, well, who stole them the ball? Jalen Hurts is. Who? Jalen Hurts. The quarterback that is the Super Bowl MVP. Now, you're laughing before, but you ain't laughing now, are you? You know what I'm saying? Because now you see what a quarterback really is, right? Over there talking about Dak is better than Jalen, trying to put their quarterback in the same conversation as them. You can't do that anymore. But when Jalen Hurts had A.J. Brown, you remember A.J. Brown wasn't A.J. Brown the way he is now. A.J. Brown was a good receiver. But if you thought Jalen Hurts wasn't making A.J. Brown better, if you didn't think that Devontae Smith, and I love Devontae, but do you think Devontae would be a Super Bowl champion without Jalen Hurts? No. If he went to the fucking Giants, he would be wasted there. I don't think would be lasting with the Giants. I think Devontae would have had enough of that losing mentality. I think he would have been just like Saquon. As soon as he hit free agency, he was leaving. Or he would have asked for a damn trade. Because Devontae Smith wouldn't put up with the losing mentality. And you saw in the rookie year, Devontae said, why don't we just run the ball? Instead of passing the ball all the time. You read his lips, in his rookie year. We ran the ball. And it helped Jalen Hurts out. But the second year made me get on board. But before that, I was on board. But the second year said, this kid is for real. I'm so glad we didn't get Deshaun Watson. And I was advocating for not getting Deshaun Watson. You got Deshaun Watson. What are you going to do? Might as well see what this quarterback is. You drafted him in the second round. Let's see what this quarterback is. And Jalen Hurts goes out there and goes to the Super Bowl. And in this third year, to have whatever you had around you, and even though they want to not bring that up, they want to ignore it, I'm not going to ignore it. Jalen Hurts was in the MVP conversation last year. Jalen Hurts was in the MVP conversation last year with Lamar Jackson, with Mahomes, with guys like Josh Allen again. And what impressed me was the fact that he was making crazy plays. That throw in the Buffalo Bills game, if you don't go and watch that, Jalen Hurts throwing to who's a former Commander now, receiver, before was a former Eagle, but now is a wide receiver for the Commanders, going to be in his second year. And that was the wide receiver we got from the Falcons. I forget his name. That throw to him where he was able to find him in the back of the end zone, scrambling against the Bills, that showed me Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. I mean, the Super Bowl showed you everything too. But the fact that you saw in 2023 him making crazy plays, reading the defense, people sitting there saying he throws interceptions. Yeah, but look at the throws he's making. The plays that he was making, you saw him put his team on his back. And everyone was for Joe Burrow's defense, this and that. But our defense was terrible. And not one person mentioned that. They wanted to talk about Jalen Hurts was bad. The collapse happened. Yeah, the collapse happened because we had a horrible defense coordinator who should never have been hired, and Sean Desai. We had another defense coordinator we hired in Matt Patricia. We don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but you know what happened. But this quarterback, for as much as he could, kept this glued together until it finally just, unfortunately, things don't stick all the time. And eventually it just collapsed. And when you lose guys like C.J. Gordon-Johnson, who I think was a big upgrade to bring back, the defense is energized when C.J. is here. That was a mistake we should have never made. And obviously, when you were supposed to hire Fangio, but John DeGan wanted to be a douchebag. So how's John DeGan doing, by the way, the greatest defense Eagles scored? Oh, that's right. He's never made the playoffs. But yeah, Jalen Hurts is a winner. Anybody says anything bad about him, just show him, just ask him, is your quarterback a Super Bowl MVP? Because that's how I shut a lot of Eagle fans up at work. I ask them, well, Josh Allen is a little bit better. Really? Is he a Super Bowl MVP? Oh, okay. Well, what has Josh Allen done? That's right, he lost. How's he better than Jalen Hurts? We've got a better arm. So what? My quarterback is a Super Bowl MVP. I don't care about better arm. Does he win? Is he a winner? Is he in the Super Bowl? Is he with them big boy clubs? Can he get past Mahomes? Well, it's kind of hard to be in Mahomes' division. No. Jalen Hurts would just thrive with the Bills. Honestly, if you put Jalen Hurts on the Bills, I guarantee he would beat Mahomes. You don't want to know why? Because he's a big moment quarterback. He's a quarterback that's been in big games. That's the difference between me and your quarterback. My quarterback was in big games. You can talk about the bench and all you want, but when he needed to win a championship as a backup behind Tua, he went out and did it. He didn't shy away from the pressure. He used that as motivation. And this is why this quarterback succeeding the way he is. And y'all haters mad because you swerved down he was not going to be nothing. Now it's he's talent around him. No. He earned talent around him. These quarterbacks get talent because they're first-round picks. What did Justin Herbert earn? Does Justin Herbert earn the right to have elite receivers? Does he earn the right to have a Saquon Barkley? Did he earn the right to get receivers around him? Did he earn the right to have a coach? Does he earn that right to have a starting job? I can argue no. What did Justin Herbert do? Great regular season quarterback, so was Trevor Lawrence. But where are they at? Why aren't these quarterbacks competing for? They're so superior and so much better than my quarterback. Why aren't they in Super Bowls? Why do I see Patty Mahomes all the time? Why do we play Patrick Mahomes? Because every other quarterback can't get Patrick Mahomes out of their division to get to a Super Bowl, or out of their way to get to a Super Bowl. Yet Jalen Hurts has outplayed him 2 times when he needed to throw. Spags has made Josh Allen look like a basic quarterback that can't read the defense. Jalen Hurts made him look like his bitch. Just saying. But, hey, all the haters out here talking about, Jalen Hurts can't read the defense. I don't think it's better than I take Josh Allen over him. Because you don't know football. And I would have more respect for you as you just say, you know what, I will never let Jalen Hurts. I don't care what he does. He can have 5 Super Bowls. I will never respect Jalen Hurts. I mean, I might curse you out, but at least you have some guts to say that. When you over there saying, I like Jalen Hurts, but I don't think he's better than Joe. No, you don't like him. Just say you don't like Jalen Hurts. And I'm asking you why. And you're going to sit there, well, I think Josh Allen better. How is Josh Allen better when you don't win Super Bowls? How's he better than the Super Bowl MVP? I mean, that's ludicrous. But it's not ludicrous when you got idiots who fortunately have the right to speak because they're freedom of speech. But yeah, it is with. But let's keep going with the comments, man. Appreciate you for coming on as always. He said, how come? I don't know. It's crazy. Justin Herbert has had weapons too. Hey, he did. Keenan Allen, Hall of Fame talent. I agree. Name me a quarterback that won a Super Bowl with a trash roster. I don't know, man. These people just be saying anything, man. The Chiefs fucked around and found out. Yeah, the Chiefs, listen, man, they were cocky. And they got their ass put to sleep. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I kind of told the Chiefs fan that their ass was going to sleep. And they weren't waking up from this. When he was talking crazy to me. Because if you didn't see this comment, now I don't know what you want me to say. You over there doing this, and I know you are.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Chief fans over there crying, talking about, well, it should be a penalty. No, they shouldn't be. Matter of fact, the only reason I got to the Super Bowl was, let's be real, because the rest helped y'all. So shut up. How does it feel to know that when a quarterback can really have a chance to win the game? Like I said 2 years ago, Jalen Hurts had the chance to win that game. He would have won that game. Just prove my point. Chief fans thought they were unstoppable. Your team is trash. Shouldn't even been in there. We'll be honest, I'd rather play the Bills. Would have been a little bit better competition, honestly. But no, I'd rather play the Chiefs. I knew they were cakewalk going into that. I told the Chiefs fans they weren't winning that game. But yeah, Chiefs found around and fucked that. They got belt to ass. They got belt to ass. And anybody who has an issue with me saying that, or you think that Jalen Hurts had an easy way of getting to the Super Bowl.
Quiet.
Because the truth is, how can you say that? Jalen Hurts had the second seed. Remember, the Lions had the first seed. The Lions lost that game because they blew it. St. Brown talking about, well, we see the Eagles in the first round with a healthy start, blah, blah, blah. Excuses after excuses after excuses. Shut up. Like we didn't have injuries. Shut up, St. Brown, ringless peasant. You know what I'm saying? How come you didn't tell your quarterback to stop throwing interceptions? Lion fans over there joke. Just jokes. Jokes. Lion fans just need to shut up. I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from St. Brown. St. Brown don't want that smoke. We'll put his ass in a fucking blender too. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. You wouldn't matter if you beat the Commanders anyway. Because if you beat them, we send you home. In your building. You were winning the Super Bowl. I told the Lion fans you weren't going to the Super Bowl this year. It was going to go through Philadelphia. It didn't matter if it was at home. We went to Detroit and kicked your ass. So St. Brown can talk all your way. It didn't matter if you were healthy. You were going home. This team was not going to be denied. So, let them talk, man. Guys like St. Brown on the podcast. That's why you don't win shit. You're busy on your podcast that work. Maybe you should go outside and get with your quarterback and maybe get the chemistry going on. Because your chemistry looked a little flawless when you were playing against the Commanders and you got belt to ass on them. And put belt to ass on y'all. Fraud ass receiver with a fraud ass quarterback. You talk crazy. Shut your goofy ass up. Name the quarterback that won a Super Bowl draft. I'm waiting. EC, didn't you go to the parade? No, I didn't go to the parade. I was supposed to go. I didn't go to it. My friend, shout out to my boy Andy B. But he said, I forgot. Okay. So I hope we can go next year. But I wanted to go. It looked so much fun. Jones is better record for a season as the GOAT, my 10 Elway. Absolutely. Listen, Jalen's a fucking winner. Anybody says anything, just show them a Super Bowl picture of Jalen Hurts on the Lombardi Trophy and they silence them out. Jalen Hurts has won Super Bowl in 4. It's a Philly thing. Says Jalen Hurts has won Super Bowl in 4 seasons, more than Elway, Marino, and Peyton Manning. Yes, absolutely. People lie, not numbers. Numbers don't lie. People lie. Goofballs who don't have nothing to do but hate lie. Guys who claim they know football but are the ones that get shoved in the damn locker at school are the ones that lie. Nick Ron is one of them. I call him Nick, they call him Nick Wright. I call him Nick Ron. He should change his nickname to change his name to, instead of Wright, change it with a Ron, because you've been wrong most of the time. I feel like they should officially make him change his name to Nick Ron. When have you been right? You never been right so far. Matter of fact, you got embarrassed on TV. Your kid got embarrassed at school for because you opened your mouth and said the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, Nick Ron State. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to go 20-0 this year. Yeah, okay. Again, clowns like that are why I don't listen. Or Dan Slade talking about dual threat. Like that's supposed to be something funny. Yeah, dual threat quarterback outplayed Mahomes and outplayed Josh Allen and outplayed guys like Lamar Jackson and outplayed these so-called elite passers. Yet you over there making fun of my quarterback because he's a dual threat. You damn right he's a dual threat. And he's a Super Bowl champion, MVP, dual threat. This is why I don't understand why people listen to guys like Dan Sileo. What do you get out of it? Because when I listen to him, I just want to go somehow into the camera and just strangle this dude with my bare hands. Like, you fucking hating ass scum. You racist ass scum. You got fired from another job for being racist, making racist remarks. And then Jacob Media said, you know what? We're going to hire a guy who got fired for making racist remarks. Let's hire Dan Sileo. That's why they call you Sileo. Because you're silly with fucking takes and you make no fucking sense. I see why they call you Dan Sileo now. You come with silly ass fucking clown takes. Saying shit, oh, my favorite one. I keep playing this until the day I die. Because frankly, I don't care what people feel. I could care less. Until this knucklehead is off the fucking air. Hopefully I didn't delete that shit. Until this knucklehead is off the air, I will never stop playing this.
Najee Harris had 74 catches last year. Shit. And he had 1,100 yards or 1,200 yards rushing last year and 381 carries. Dude, that guy is a workhorse. That is Derrick Henry 2.0. He had 74 catches and 1,200 rushing yards and 381 carries. I'll tell you what, Pittsburgh, with the 30th worst O-line in the NFL, got themselves a gem with Najee Harris. I wanted Najee Harris on the Eagles. That's the guy I wanted in Philly. I didn't want Devontae. I wanted Najee. They drafted the wrong Bama guy. Eckler's another good one. You imagine you have a back. By the way, so how many catches did wait a second here. Let me get this right. How many catches last year?
Yeah, I mean, you listen to guys like that, man. What knowledge do you get out of it? Seriously, I will always play that clip because it's probably the dumbest shit. He still has to admit he was wrong about that. No, he don't mean nothing wrong. You better, he's a genius, right? Dude that's never played football more than 2 years, and he was a practice squad scrub, third string, backup on the damn bench with a clipboard in his hands. So I take Najee Harris. Yeah, well, who has the Super Bowl ring now? You look foolish for what you just said. And matter of fact, he said that when we had guys like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Jalen Reagor. That's why you're not a damn GM, and that's why you own Jacob Media, I guess. I mean, that's not the only foolish thing he said. We can go over. I might make a whole collage, put on my channel, the shit he said that he got wrong. You know what I'm saying? The guy dude, guys like this, I don't understand how people listen to. When did we start listening to talking morons who clearly don't know football? Because, they swear down, I don't know football, but yet these are the people they listen to. Dan Sileos. All these guys, Nick Ron, Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd said everything, now it's Jalen Hurts is everything around him. No. My quarterback had the ball in his hands, they shut down Saquon Barkley. And he threw the ball and threw 3 touchdowns. I'm sorry, 2 touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. I had 70 yards. Shut up. Stop trying to justify your reason why to hate the quarterback. Just say you don't like him. I would have more respect if you just say I would never like Jalen Hurts no matter what he does. I just don't like him. You're over there trying to nitpick and say, well, he's got the offensive line. You know, the offense is good. They want to talk about the defense now. I know. How about the fact that my quarterback, when he had the ball in his hand, other than that one nasty interception, he was flawless and point accurate. He was throwing dots and lasers. That throw to Saquon Barkley, right on the money. And you know what he did that Mahomes didn't do? He threw across. He ran out the pocket, but threw a dot. Because he's a winner. And that's what winners do. They make plays. H. Brown, a winner. Why? He makes plays. When you need a big moment from him, he comes through. Devon Smith, a winner. Why is that? Because he makes plays. When you need a big moment, he comes through. Saquon, same thing. You got winners on his team. And Jalen Hurts is one of those winners. I keep on saying, I don't care how much talent you have around you. The Browns had Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, and all these guys. What did they win? Perfect example. Cam Newton had all these guys, defense, that one year. But he wasn't a winning quarterback in the playoffs. He was a winning regular season quarterback, got MVP, but his mindset wasn't winning. It don't matter. We've seen quarterbacks of all this talent. Brock Purdy had all this talent. He don't have winning mentality. So, you know, it's just amazing. 525. I said again, 142 rushing yards. Completions of 73.3. Come on, man. Career Super Bowl stats in 2 games. At 26 years old. Not 28, not 29. 26. He's going to be 27 in August, I believe, right? Because I think his birthday is before is during the open practice, right? So it would be August. I think it would be August or July. He's going to be 27 next year, and he's already in 2 Super Bowls. One is Super Bowl, and is a Super Bowl MVP, an All-Pro, in the MVP conversation multiple times. Has more rushing yards than any other quarterback right now, passing guys that we never imagined he can do. And they still find a way to hate on him. The proof is in the pudding. You mad. You over there throwing a fit. Jalen Hurts is everything right. No. He's Super Bowl MVP. You don't give out Super Bowl MVPs for no reason. You got to do something in the Super Bowl. And he's did that. When they say he couldn't throw the ball, he threw the ball. Shut up and sit down. You got nothing to do but, hey, go somewhere, shove that shit into the ball, throw that shit in the trash can, shove it up your ass. I don't care what you do. Don't say it out loud because obviously it's hate. We don't want to hear it. I'm just going to keep showing you the Super Bowl picture until you get mad and block me on Twitter. Or you get mad and you throw a hissy fit and move the street like that one Eagle fan that I was talking to last week. Oh, please don't talk to me. No, I'm going to talk to you. You said Jalen Hurts was a bum. And now I'm questioning you why the fuck do you have an Eagles jersey on? I get it way at work too, man. You know, there's a guy who at work that subscribed to me, and I appreciate the dude. I hope he's on my channel. Shout out to him, by the way. You know, great conversation. But there's other guys that I look at them, I talk football with them, and they just say stupid shit. You know, this one dude who I caught, literally as he was walking outside, you know, I told him, hey, you remember when you said that the Packers were going to beat us and you didn't think Jalen Hurts was a winner? Did he look like a winner now, bitch? Super Bowl MVP. Oh, don't talk to me. Yo, please get away from me. No, I ain't getting away from you. You said my quarterback was a loser, and you wear my Eagles gear. You wearing what I represent. You should be embarrassed to represent that shit, man. Take that shit off, bro. Go be a Cowboys fan. Go be a Bills fan. I don't want you part of my fan base. Man, I wish I could just rip that shit off your fucking body, man. They should have fucking every person at that grocery store should have ripped that shit off your body, man, and leave you walk back nude in your car. Get back in your car. Because you don't deserve that shit, man. You weak, you're pathetic, and you look like a phony. You should know who Jalen Hurts was. There shouldn't be no questions, man. But now you want to walk around with your gear? Shut your goofy ass. Get it back in your car, man. Take that Eagles gear off. I told him before he left, I said, you're not going to the parade, right? Oh, I'm not going to the parade. I know you ain't. You don't deserve to go to parade. That's for guys who believers. You weren't a believer. You were hating on my quarterback, and I'm never going to forget that. And every time you see Jalen Hurts poster, I know it makes you angry. Especially that dude. The other dude I can't find. Over there trying to tap me on the shoulder to get excited. Oh, you remember I told you, oh, Joe Burrow. Yeah, where's Joe Burrow at? No, you're trying to now I don't see him anymore. Now I don't see him. I think Burrow's embarrassed him. Burrow's embarrassed him, man. I knew him from one of the customers at work. Dude, he embarrassed him on WIP in front of the whole world. You know what I'm saying? You got Jalen Hurts glasses. No, we got winning glasses, man. You don't like him because you just want a white quarterback. That's what it is, man. I'm starting to think that. And I don't want to bring race into it, but there's no way you can hate this guy. You want a white typical quarterback, or you just don't like him because he doesn't fit what you're looking for. Too bad. I like him. I think he's a winner. You don't like him, that's too bad. Go root for a new team. I told that one Eagle fan, I said, go root for a Bills. Go be a Bills fan, bro. Why are you weird? I'm an Eagles fan. Are you really? Because you don't sound like one. Like I said, man, and I told him, I said, you can't talk football with me. Ever since then, I haven't seen him at work. He was talking crazy to me. Now you really can't talk crazy to me. And if I see him, I'm going to say, yo, who's all this shit you were talking about my quarter? He's the Super Bowl MVP, right? Just continue to walk that way. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is, man. Like, at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is a winner. And you're mad. And you're crying. And you're throwing a fit. You're like that meme I keep showing, bro. Which meme should we start with? Should we start with this one? Or should start with that?
Keep that shit going.
Oh, that was a stupid Giant thing. Sorry, I forgot I had that. Don't worry, we'll save that for them when they start to pop up on my channel.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Which one are you right now? If you're a Jalen Hurts hater, are you this one punching your car like an idiot? Or you this one right here?
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Because honestly, I don't give a shit honestly what you do. Punch your car all you want. Still your Super Bowl MVP. It's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? Now they got accepted. I mean, now they're over there talking about they love Jalen Hurts. But, we know who loved Jalen Hurts, the ones who did it. And I'm not going to say I was a Jalen Hurts believer when we first drafted him. I didn't know anything about him. Honestly, I don't watch college football. But when you are sitting there and denying what he did in the Super Bowl and you still have questions about his arm talent, and you say that man can't throw when he threw the ball this year, the first game he threw the ball. Second game, he threw the ball. Even the third game, he made plays throwing the ball, the throw that got him. What are you talking about? Again, you don't like him because you either miss Carson Wentz or you think that you'd rather have a white quarterback or another pocket typical quarterback like a freaking, what's the guy's name? Everybody wanted over. I mean, people were telling me they'd rather have the third string quarterback that's starting right now. What's it? McKee over Hurts. Come on, man. Get out of my face. Out of my face. This is ludicrous and idiotic. Those are the type of people I just can't stand, man. The stupid shit that I don't understand. Again, read the stats and weep. That's all I gotta say. Read these, man. Read and weep. Nobody cares. No one feels sorry for you. Nobody cares how you feel. Jalen Hurts is still your quarterback, no matter how you feel. And to be honest, why wouldn't you want him as your quarterback? He's Super Bowl MVP. He's won games. He's a winner. I don't care about his arm strength. Quarterbacks with big arms don't win shit. It's about mentality of winning. And you need the mentality of winning. And we have a mentality of a turnover machine like a Josh Allen, Lamar. That's why they're not winning. And you got haters over there hating on quarterbacks, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. If you're new, hit that like button, man. Like I said, bro, all that shit goes out the window, man. Goes out the window. You can't say nothing about my quarterback now. What are you going to say? Well, he only winning because of he's benefited off the talent. No. He threw the ball when everybody said he couldn't throw the ball. Sit down, be quiet, and stop hating. You sound like a hater. Now, that's what you is. You're a hater. Just say you don't like Jalen Hurts. Don't try to make excuses to sound like you're intelligent. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah. I'm trying to see what's going on. So Doug Newsome is looking like he's going to be the Saints offense coordinator. And it looks like it's going to be finalized. So we going to lose. See, Kellen Moore needs to stop taking our coaches, man. I'm getting tired of this guy taking our coaches away. Kellen Moore is taking our coaches. I don't understand it, man. I thought this guy, you could tell you don't have any friends. But, you know, Kellen Moore is out here taking our office coordinator. Kellen Moore needs to stop, bro. I heard he's interested in a secondary go. Do not let Chris Parker go, man. Chris Parker cannot leave. You got something building beautifully in Philadelphia. And I still don't understand the life of me why Kellen Moore would go to an Eagles team who won a Super Bowl. You're on top of the world to go to a train wreck like the Saints, who are known to be a disaster. And they don't have any money. You're stuck with Derek Carr and fucking guys like Spencer Rattler. What do you get out of that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, great. I mean, he's allowed to go. I wish him the best. Not too much, though. But I wish him not but the best. I hope he deserves it. But, I would stay one more year, though. That's just me. You know, why not stay with a Super Bowl champion, man? Like, you know? It is what it is. But yeah. You know, it's just crazy. You know, what else? It's gonna be interesting. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles have the right quarterback, and I do think Jalen Hurts is a winner. And all I'm gonna say is before we head out, don't let anybody tell you that Jalen Hurts ain't the guy. Just say Super Bowl MVP. Why can't your quarterback not do it? Just say Super Bowl MVP. It's that simple. There's nothing else to say. Before we get out of it, let me read all your comments. Appreciate for watching as always. There's a lot of comments, man. I appreciate it as always. We had a lot of people in here. I'm sorry I was going to tangent. This is not unusually normal live stream. This is just me ranting today. Frankly, I'm tired of haters, and I hope that we establish that Jim Lance is a winner. There should be no questions going forward. If anybody got questions going forward, you just don't know what you're talking about. He said, if any quarterback Super Bowl talent, how come Purdy golf can? Exactly. Chiefs fucked around. I think we read that. For sure, Bobby. Name a quarterback that won. Nobody else. I mean, other than maybe Brady, who had another round. But, let me go back to Brady. He had everything. EC, you didn't go to the parade? No, I didn't go to the parade, unfortunately. I wish I did, bro. Appreciate it. Chris Deb. Appreciate it, man, for coming on. As always, Jalen has won Super Bowl 4 for season. Elway Marino. He's more wins than him, for sure. WWE guy. Ignore the haters. Absolutely. Jalen's the best quarterback in Philadelphia. He is the best NFL quarterback, period, in the NFL. Not the best Eagles quarterback in history. The NFL number one quarterback right now. Who's better than him? Who's better than him? Nobody. He's outplayed Mahomes. So, anybody can say anything. This is He's the best NFL quarterback, hands down, right now in the league. To beat the best, to be the best, you got to beat the best. Wait, if Mahomes is the GOAT and Jalen Hurts beat the GOAT, wouldn't that make him the GOAT? Just saying. I mean, he beat Brady, so now is he the GOAT? Okay. And Mahomes became the GOAT because he beat Brady, right? Okay. So Jalen's the GOAT now. So Jalen's the GOAT, right? Tua don't even have a playoff win. People just be saying anything. Jay and Dale's had one good season. Remember, they were saying that with Hurts. Yeah, for sure. It's always the same shit they say about Jalen Hurts. They don't want to say. They want to rewrite. They want to act like they won't say. They won't say for their quarter, but they'll trash Jalen Hurts. Again, it's only because he's in Philadelphia. They wouldn't be saying away. They wouldn't be treating him this bad if he was on another team. They just hate Eagle fans and they hate Earth City and they don't like him and they don't like the fact he's winning with this Eagles team. They don't like the Eagles. Period. Jalen Hurts went to Pittsburgh. They wouldn't be hating on him. They would love him. He would be in every magazine. Literally, he would be talked so much like these Josh Allens and Lamars if he went to Pittsburgh. You think they would be hating on Jalen Hurts if he was a Seahawk? No. You think he'd be hated on if he was somewhere like in Dallas? No. You think he would be hated on if he was in somewhere like New York Giants uniform instead of an Eagles? No. But he's only in an Eagles uniform. They hate every quarterback that's in an Eagles uniform. They hate Saquon Barkley. They hate A.J. Brown. They hate Devontae. They loved these guys before. But now they're in Eagles green. They hate them. You know, it's crazy. He's a star. He's absolutely a star, man. Cowboys ain't in our love. Cowboys are trash. They're dog shit. Don't even take them serious. Cowboys are not even part of our discussion. I don't even want to talk about them. They're irrelevant. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in NFL. Yes, sir. Zacchaeus. Thank you, Bobby. Allow Zacchaeus. Yep. Thank you. Jalen Hurts was lead Eagles to a dynasty. I think so. I think Jalen's going to win at least 3 more Super Bowls. I think we're going to repeat again. I do. Why wouldn't you? Usually when you win the first Super Bowl and you beat the best, you're usually back. And the fact that the man not only lost a Super Bowl, but was able to get, you know how hard it is to get back to a Super Bowl? You know how hard it is for other quarterbacks? That has never been done before. He's only other ones than Jim Kelly, who lost 4 Super Bowls straight. And who's the other one? John Elway, who's the only quarterback that was able to win one while losing another one. Other quarterbacks can't even get back. They fall apart. The team falls apart. Jalen Hurts, the fact he was able to come back stronger and finish the job, that's a winner. That is something that you will love for I don't care what team you root for, you will love in a quarterback. Because that is something like, I can root for that. That's something that I would want in a quarterback. The fact that you lose a Super Bowl and you are determined to get back. And now that when you win your Super Bowl, you don't care about that. You care about the fact that you lost or already won. Jalen Hurts wishing you lost none. He's motivated off the Super Bowl loss than the Super Bowl win. That is some Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady type shit right there. That is GOAT type shit. Like that is elite, smart, intelligent. Like you would think this guy's 30 years old and he's only 26. Like I don't know how to explain that. That is impressive. For this kid to be 26 and act like he's been in the league for a long time than what he is and playing like, so when you listen to him, he sounds like he's an older dude, but he's only 26. His maturity is equivalent to a 40-year-old. He has a maturity of like he was in the 80s. He was born in the 80s or he's born in the 70s. But he really was born in our era, man. And you're watching a quarterback that's matured. You got to give some praise to Nick Saban. Got to give some praise to Cliff Kingsbury and guys like who's the Oklahoma coach, Oklahoma coach, not Cliff Kingsbury. My fault. I didn't mean to say his name. Lincoln Riley. Excuse me, Lincoln Riley. Got to give praise to those guys because they matured this quarterback into what we have. And obviously his father, who's a quarterback coach, son of a quarterback. Son of a quarterback's coach. You don't think his dad gives him tips? His dad is probably telling him right now how to get better somehow, some way. Even though he won the Super Bowl, he's telling them, hey, I think you could improve on this. I guarantee you Jalen Hurts is going to look at this and say, I think I can improve on this. Even though he wants to win MVP, it's not good enough for him. He wants more. He wants to prove to everybody that the things you said about me, I'm going to make you eat it. You say I can't throw? Watch this. Watch this. Watch me like this so-called number one defense corner. They say Spags was the best defense corner, and he lit him up. And he lit him up the second time. He's the only quarterback that I believe that's gotten the best out of Spags. Outsmarted Spags. And out coached him. Somehow, somewhere on that field. Not out coached him, excuse me. Out did him. With coming to reading the defense. Josh Allen has struggled against Spags. Lamar has struggled with Spags. But yet they say my quarterback is not on the level. Well, hold up. Spags has beaten Lamar when Lamar can't do anything against Spags. Josh Allen, hold up. My quarterback has outsmarted Spags twice. But Lamar can't beat Spags defense. Josh Allen can't beat Spags defense. The only one who's beaten Spags defenses too is Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. Okay. But let the haters keep hating, man. It's crazy. It is what it is, man. They can say whatever they want. I don't care. It's a winner. And you're mad. And, hey, let them talk. Jalen Hurts balled out in Super Bowl 59, was accurate, throw for 221 yards rushing. Yeah. And he had the best playoff game in NFL history. Saquon Barkley was no factor in that Super Bowl. He had maybe one run and maybe one of the best catches. Probably, that throw was a dot. Jalen Hurts won the game with his arm. Now, I'll say this: their defense was legit, and I'm not going to take away from what their defense did. Their defense did great, but who threw the ball? They want to ignore that. They want to forget that Devontae Smith dagger destroyed the whole Chiefs narrative of them coming back. They were talking cocky. Like, did you hear them mic'd up talking about, well, if the Patriots did it, we could do it. And Jalen said, let me shut that shit up right now. And they go out there, and the defense is going to stop. And what does Jalen do? He throws a bomb to Devontae Smith. Ball game. Do you see how the Chief fans reacted when that bomb was thrown by Jalen Hurts to Devontae? They were stunned. They couldn't believe it. That was the nail in the coffin. After that dagger, the game was over. We blew them out. Jalen Hurts took their soul with that touchdown. That's why he won Super Bowl MVP. Was because that throw solidified that game. Because it could have been a closer game for sure if that throw wasn't made. But Jalen Hurts, what does he do? Nick Sirianni calls. By the way, shout out to Nick Sirianni for calling that. We talk about a coach. What the coaches need to do in Super Bowls. What does a great coach win Super Bowls? What did I say Nick needed to improve on? Was the fact that you can't be scared. And like Doug Peterson was able to be aggressive. Hey, you want Philly? Sure. Or Nick Sirianni, let's go for it. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Trust your quarterback. Trust your receivers. Make the play. Jalen Hurts, I trust you to go down and find Devontae. I trust you to win me these games. Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts are meant to be together. Those guys work well together. We thought they had a broken relationship. And truth is, they made the relationship, I think, even stronger, where I don't think it can be broken. Any question about Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts' relationship, it's been out the door. Because those guys now, I think, have a stronger relationship. I think that 2023 season, as much as it sounds crazy, I think it made them stronger. I think it made the bond stronger. I think it made the team overall stronger. And I think they needed that. Not saying this should happen. I don't agree with this should happen. I think we don't want to see a losing a playoff game. Obviously, it sucked. But I think they needed that. Do you think change would have been made if we didn't have that? I don't think so. I don't think so. You sometimes need to lose games. And when we were losing the regular season games in the beginning, the Falcons game, the Bucs game, and we were struggling with the Saints game and the bye, what did we start to do? Run the ball more. We started making adjustments. And then we started getting the passing going on when we needed to. We made adjustments. It's something we haven't done in 2023. And we did it in 2024. And that's something I give Nick credit for. He learned from his mistakes as a coach. There's a lot of coaches like Andy Reid. They say he's the greatest Eagles coach. He went back to his old ways again in the Super Bowl. Not running the ball, pass. That's why I hate Andy Reid. I think he's a loser. Biggest joke in NFL Eagles history. Because how many more NFC Championship games, how many more Super Bowl losses do you need to get through your fucking skull to run the ball? Huh, Andy? You know, and it just shows you I think he's the most overrated coach in the NFL history. He wasn't winning with Alex Smith. But now he wins because he has Mahomes. Mahomes is making him better. Not because he's a great coach. Because when he needed a coach against Nick Sirianni, he couldn't win. When Mahomes couldn't make the plays and he had to design a good call to make, he struggled. He looked like an average below coach who looked like the Eagles' old head coach, the reason why he was fired. Just saying. But, you know, people are going to, you know, do whatever they want. It is what it is. Dak, a regular season bunch, he's a bum. Jalen Hurts balled out, and so, yeah, he did. And, you know, anybody can say anything they want. Listen, all the haters can stop crying. Jalen Hurts is still your Super Bowl MVP, and that's all I got to say, man. So I appreciate for watching. As always, hit that like button, subscribe, and it is what it is. Your boy EC1, I'm out. Go Birds. Peace.